On the way out of a job that had broken so many barriers, Annamie Paul says she's leaving with scars.
What I didn't realize at the time is that I was breaking a glass ceiling that was going to fall on my head and leave a lot of shards of glass that I was going to have to crawl over, throughout my time as a leader.
Bye, thanks so much for coming.
Paul says she was set up for failure in the federal election, left without a national campaign director, adequate funding, or staff. Then, even before ballots were counted, she says party brass were plotting to remove her.
On the day of the election itself in the morning, the only email that I received from our council, from the president of our council, was an email calling for an emergency meeting to launch a leadership review.
Paul's executive assistant says the experiences shed light on anti-Semitism and systemic racism inside the Greens.
I think that if this was a white person, even a white woman, things would have looked much differently, and she would have been given a lot more support.
Paul didn't take reporter questions, nor did she address what responsibility she takes after debates over the Middle East conflict nearly consumed the party last spring, pushing one of 3 Green MPs to the Liberals. And she didn't accept blame for the collapse of party support at the polls.
Any leader in a political party that had these results, I think it's reasonable to expect some acceptance of some responsibility.
Instead, Paul had a message for her opponents.
You may take small comfort in this for a moment, but please know that there are many more people like me than there are you, and you will not succeed in the end.
Paul officially leaves in 2 weeks, unsure what's next, but hopeful. Whoever takes over will continue her quest for equity and justice. David Thurton, CBC News, Ottawa.